Welcome back to another bar talk. I'm thirsty. I want drinks. Drinks are nice, and this is a nice way to set up the day, which we're starting our recording at 10:30
in the morning.
In the morning. That's the perfect time to start drinking.
How about that NXT takeover last night?
I
you
didn't
did
see
not
it.
see.
I was like, yeah, I heard it was great.
It was very good.
I will probably go back and watch it at some point. But no, I have not seen it yet. Instead, today we're talking about Wrestlemania 35. That is about the level of excitement I have for it. So if you're excited for it, maybe this isn't for you, but let's go ahead and run down the card, shall we?
Yep.
Alrighty.
We just starting at the number one on Wikipedia?
We'll start with the pre-show first.
Okay.
So we'll knock all those out of the way.
Okay.
Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese.
Well, I do not watch that show. So I don't know who Tony Nese is. I know Buddy Murphy's been champ for quite a long time, so I'm just going to guess that he's going to keep dominating.
Okay, Tony Nese, I do know. He got in unnecessarily really good shape. The joke is that he has abs, but he's actually a pretty good wrestler. It's just, unfortunately, they have trouble giving him a personality and a character. Which I don't know if that's all his fault or if it's just the company doesn't know what to do with him. Yeah. Now, to be fair, he may have developed a little bit more, but again, I've stopped watching 205 Live because this company has told me they don't matter. So I'm actually going to say Tony Nese probably wins because they want something happy to start the show off with.
A difference.
Yes. Even though I would believe in any normal case it's Buddy Murphy. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins that back like in 2 months.
Yeah. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but probably doesn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
It just doesn't fucking matter.
Well, I'm only really aware of 3 people in it. Are these the people in it?
Here's the list. What? Why?
Oh, you didn't know those SNL guys are in there?
Why?
Well,
Why?
They're not winning.
Why? Why are they in it?
Because.
Why?
Because Vince likes his pop culture crossovers.
This is the most useless why. And then people wonder why nobody cares in WWE. This is why. Why? Okay, you have a serious Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This is a fucking memorial to Andre the Giant. And you put 2 celebrities in here who, I mean, what happens if one of them win? Not just okay, because here's the thing about wrestling in WWE. We understand that it's fake. We understand that it's scripted. We get that. But there is still a level of realism that you have to keep. I'm not going to believe in 2 minutes that these guys are qualified or should be in this whatsoever. Why does Michael Shea and Colin Jost or however the fuck you say his name, why do these 2 guys get a spot over, like, I don't know, Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, Ricochet, just anybody?
Well, Ricochet's on the actual.
Well, so they were on the actual card. But you have people in NXT way more ready to go who will be biting at the bit for this opportunity, and you just put 2 random celebrities in here.
And I believe
I don't care who wins now. Fuck it. Michael Shea's going to win the whole thing. He'll be the first black person to win the Andre. That's how much I care. I don't care.
Guessing Braun Strowman, they've been kind of feuding, so Braun Strowman will probably throw them out. And we'll just say Braun Strowman wins because it doesn't matter.
Who cares? That actually just pissed me off. The WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal.
Asuka, hopefully. She needs something right now.
Who cares? They've killed Asuka to me. She's dead.
Yeah. Well, Battle Royal.
Imagine you won the SmackDown Women's Championship, right? Imagine you do that, and then this one sits here and says, "Man, she really needs something. She's got to win that WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal."
Yeah, that's a fall, isn't it?
God damn it! This company, man. All right.
Okay, is that all? That's all the pre-show stuff.
That's all the pre-show stuff.
Good Lord, this is gonna be a long thing. Okay.
The what? Why?
Wait, I didn't know that was even happening. I didn't know they had the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Well, I knew that, but why?
Well, I guess I'm going for the Revival over Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
Oh my god! And they'll probably actually give it to Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. They probably will, just to be like, oh, they lost all the time. It was like when Zack Ryder, what was it, like 2 years ago? Like they had the ladder match at WrestleMania, and he wins the fucking Intercontinental title to go to Raw the next day and lose it back to The Miz. And it's just like, what was the point?
I'm a little confused, though, because they have this fatal 4-way tag team for the SmackDown, and they could have just taken Ricochet and Aleister Black and had them in for the Raw tag team titles against the Revival.
Mm-hmm. But no, Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Why can't we? Why is Michael Shea and Colin Jost in the fucking Battle Royal, but Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder have a just anyway.
All right, the SmackDown Fatal 4-Way.
The Usos, Ricochet, and Aleister Black versus The Bar versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev, which will be a way better match. It won't even be close.
It will be a way better match, but I don't particularly care about that one.
I don't care either. Yeah. I don't think Ricochet and Aleister Black are going to win this. It
seems a bit early to do that.
I don't care for them as a tag team. I would rather them be singles guys.
I didn't until last night.
Takeover. Well, Takeover may have changed.
And now I'm like, okay, I actually like you guys together. All right.
I would prefer them, even though they're super talented, I would prefer them as singles guys. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say the Usos just retain.
Why not?
The Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the Women's Tag Team Championship.
They're just trying to stick as many people on the card as they can, aren't they?
They can, and they just I understand that, but at the same time, like, you got to know what you're doing when you're doing that too. Yeah. It's not like I'm saying like these people don't deserve a payday. I'm saying figure out what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah. I guess I want Bayley and Sasha to win because I don't know. I want them to hold the belts a little bit longer.
Bayley and Sasha versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus the Iconics versus Nia Jax and Tamina. Why does Beth Phoenix need a payday?
I don't know.
I don't even dislike Beth Phoenix. I actually really like her, and I think
when she was on.
I thought she was a great act, a great wrestler. I love Time for Tears. It was great. Mm-hmm. You put they would her and Natalya would put you in a submission move, and Beth Phoenix would come and be like, "Time for Tears, oh cry," and it was the best fucking thing ever.
That sounds pretty cool.
Oh, it was awesome because, well, that was the thing because, like, women's wrestling was always taken as a joke, and then you had these two women who could actually wrestle, and they played off of that. Mm. It was very well done. But I'm looking at it right now, like, Beth Phoenix is retired, has had a kid. Not necessarily that I don't want to see her in a match, but why is she in a tag team championship match?
Yeah.
You're like, what did she do to earn that spot? Mm-hmm. This could have easily been, if they really wanted to promote the idea that NXT women can also compete for this.
Sky Pirates.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Just saying. I would actually, I just don't care that Bayley and Sasha have this title, honestly. I just don't care. So I would actually rather it be dropped to the Iconics.
I want the Iconics to win at some point. I really want them as tag champs at some point. Mm-hmm. Not yet.
I think I have a way more interesting idea for them, but WWE would never pull the trigger on it.
Yeah.
Never.
Okay, Intercontinental.
No, let's not jump there yet. It's Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
Just because it's not.
Well, I have a feeling it's gonna be Roman Reigns. I don't care. I normally prefer Drew McIntyre, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna get the happy Roman Reigns ending, and I'll probably be making myself some food during that match.
I want Drew McIntyre to win because I think that super talented wrestler, very charismatic. They're doing it, and they're doing with him what they should have done with Roman Reigns, was just making him fucking heel.
I mean, Drew was my pick for the Royal Rumble. I really like the guy.
Yes, Drew. I just like he. When I think of what Vince wants as the face of the company or whatever, that means nothing to me. But I'm like, when I think about that, I'm like, Vince, he's right here.
Yeah,
you got
Drew's
him.
freaking awesome.
He's right here. You got it.
Great look.
But I think Roman Reigns is gonna. Well, and that's the crazy thing. They both have very similar looks, except Drew McIntyre is way more built. But yeah, no, I think Roman Reigns is gonna win, especially coming back from fucking leukemia. Yeah, no, he's winning that one. Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. Joey, no, actually no. Let's get these four other horrible matches out of the way. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. Good God, why? Just why? This could have been Cena. Cena would have been way more interesting.
Well, and isn't there this whole, like, is Cena gonna show up and have a match thing? Because there hasn't been anything.
That's what they do all the time with him. It's kind of hilarious now. It's just like, do you remember last year's Mania where you just
he's out there drinking. Oh, someone whispered in his ear and he's running.
He just runs to the back and he fights Taker and gets his ass kicked in like 3 minutes. Which, by the way, for a 3-4 minute match, I actually thought it was probably one of the more entertaining and fun matches of the night.
Yeah.
It really was. Just because, like, they were like, all right, it's Cena versus Taker. Let's just get this out of the way. And they did. And it didn't take up a lot of time. You got to see Undertaker do his stuff, and you Cena do his stuff, and they just shortened it to 4 minutes. And I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to pull something here, but I don't care about Baron Corbin.
Just imagine Kurt Angle's retirement match. He's going to put over Baron fucking Corbin.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Okay, let's see. Oh, AJ Styles versus Randy Orton.
Yeah, let's get that one out of the way, too. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Another match that I just go, I don't care.
Yeah.
Why?
I guess I pick AJ Styles
because it's Randy Orton?
Yeah.
That's about it. Just like, I picked this guy because the other guy.
I mean, it kind of just feels like they're like, oh, these are two of our big guys. They don't have belts or anything, so we'll put them against
Hey, you have
each
nothing
other.
to do, but you're really talented. Have a match. And I'm like, great. We don't care.
Yeah. This is not a very exciting card for me.
No, it's like, listen, like WWE would find a way to just randomly throw together Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin together in a match and somehow make it feel just like this. Where it's just like, I like Shawn Michaels. I like Stone Cold. I bet they would have a great match. But where is the build?
Yeah.
Why do I care about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
What is the...
You got...
we got two more.
You got Shane McMahon versus The Miz.
Dude,
The Miz is a face now, and it's weird.
If I ate every time there's a match that I don't particularly care about, I would get sick.
Oh, okay.
I'd get very sick. Because, okay, I won't take a snack break during AJ Styles and Randy Orton because I definitely have to for Shane McMahon because I do that every time he comes on screen. I'm like, do I need a drink? I gotta have something to do.
Yeah. There are a lot of just like cool down matches. I'm just looking at these and I'm like,
yeah,
this is a piss break. That's a piss break. This is a piss break.
I'm okay with The Miz, so I guess I'll pick him just because I don't need to see Shane.
I have to watch Shane McMahon versus The Miz. Can I just pass? Although it's going to be a false count anywhere match, so there might be a lot of action in that. Shane will do something stupid and jump off of something. Probably.
I hope Shane hits The Miz's dad again.
That's what
I want.
I have The Miz winning.
It would be a nice little happy face plan, I guess.
Yes, which is weird to say considering, the
It's The Miz.
Triple H versus Batista in the Spice Girls No Holds Barred match.
Yeah, so I never watched when Batista was around.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked him in that Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Or both of them.
That's crazy, man. Like, I gotta show you some Batista highlights.
I've seen some highlights, but I just, like, it's different when you never...
Yes.
Like, you weren't watching at the time,
Man was a beast.
So I hear that Triple H has never beaten Batista. So that's kind of like what's going on here. I want Batista to win because I'm tired of Triple H taking up space on big pay-per-views. I don't expect Batista to win because I don't expect Triple H to stop taking up space on pay-per-views.
That's my feeling, but I'm rooting for Batista. Just because it's like, Triple H loses, he's got to retire from the ring. Yes! Mm-hmm. Let this just be his retirement match and just put him out of his misery.
It does show some,
Well, okay, but here's also the reason why I think Batista would and can win this. So Triple H just had to get surgery done.
Yeah.
Remember? Because he tore his
pec.
His pec, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's tired of this.
Yeah.
And maybe this is just the way to get it over
and
with.
Triple H seems to enjoy his role of NXT daddy.
Yes, yes, he's NXT's dad. That's exactly what it is.
He seems to really enjoy it and working behind the scenes, and people seem to like him in that role.
I'm waiting for the day that he shows up in NXT and the crowd just goes, "Thank you, Daddy." It's gonna be you. So, yeah, I know you'll do it.
I'll be rooting for Batista as well on that one.
Mm-hmm. All right, Intercontinental, the Intercontinental Championship, Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley.
Okay, so I guess I'll root for Finn Balor just because I like Finn Balor, but I've seen this match a lot, you guys. I've seen it a lot.
Yes, and I don't think even with Demon Finn Balor we're going to get anything.
Yeah, I mean, this will be the first time I've ever seen Demon Finn Balor, like, as I've been watching, like I've seen him from clips, but so that will be different.
But other than that,
but I've seen this a lot, you guys. So
yeah, that's just whatever.
Yeah.
It's Bobby Lashley, it's Finn Balor. Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the WWE United States Championship.
So I've started to appreciate Samoa Joe.
Good. You better. That man's a fucking treasure.
So I guess I want him to win, because I just. My appreciation of Rey Mysterio is very like, oh yeah, you're still really good.
You're nostalgic.
But I don't have that enthusiasm for Rey Mysterio that I had when I was like 10.
Yes.
Good lord, he's been wrestling a long time.
Yes, he has.
So yeah, I imagine it'll be a good match.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I got Samoa Joe in this one. I think they'll have I actually think they'll probably have one of the better matches of the night, if not, possibly the match of the night. I think they have that sort of potential just because Rey Mysterio can fly around, do a lot, very quick. He's like after like all of his knee surgeries, he's looked really, really good as of late.
Yeah.
And Samoa Joe is he's just a fucking monster.
He's great with story stuff.
Yes.
In the ring.
And I think that they will have a great match. Mm-hmm. And even though it may not be to the build of like Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, or Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston, I think it can
actually looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
To see what they do.
Let's go to Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship.
Well, I mean, it's hard not to root for Kofi.
Yes.
It's very hard not to. Are they going to pull the plug and have him win? I don't know. But I'll definitely be rooting for him. Mm. I'm not a monster.
Yes. This would be a crazy moment because, I mean, yes, technically, you'd say Dwayne Johnson is technically the first black man to carry the WWE Championship. But he usually gets a lot more credit for being Samoan.
Yeah.
So for us, it's kind of like, oh shit, here it is. He's probably going to be the first one, and it's Kofi. And it's a guy
who Booker T not ever?
No.
Oh, he never got in WWE?
No. Oh. He's held the WCW Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship, but never the WWE Championship.
Wow.
So, and there have been a lot of guys that you could have justified at certain points should have gotten it. Mm-hmm. Mark Henry, Booker T's another one. I mean, those are the first two, like, off the top of my head that I can think of, where it's just like I can remember moments like oh my God, have you ever seen Mark Henry's retirement?
Yes.
The one when he's in the salmon jacket?
Yeah.
Oh my God, fantastic. It was so good. I believed it. I fucking believed it. And I was sitting there before, I'm like, he's not really retiring. And then it just kind of happened, and I was like, oh my God, this is really his retirement. John Cena's in the ring with them. They're celebrating and hugging, and he put the title on him to make him feel good. I was like, damn. Mark Henry, damn, man. And he fucking world's strongest slams him. I'm not done yet. And I'm just like, this is the greatest moment ever.
Yeah.
You better take that title off of him. He didn't, and I got sad. But I'll be rooting for Kofi in that regard.
Yeah.
And it's weird because this feels and I'm going to talk about this in another match. It feels like he got here by accident, not design.
Yes.
Mustafa Ali gets injured. Mm-hmm. He has that gauntlet match, and people are like, "Holy shit, Kofi Kingston!" Kofi. Which is a good way to kind of like get someone over and get them into championship spots. That's how it should be done.
It didn't feel like he was being shoved in everyone's faces.
No, it's just like he got one opportunity and bang.
And people are like, oh shit, that's right, Kofi's awesome.
Yes. So I want him to win. I expect Daniel Bryan to retain.
Yeah.
It's what I expect.
Lesnar and Rollins?
Lesnar and Rollins, because they're technically not the main event this year.
Yeah.
So Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Universal Championship, also known as the Big Red Belt. Seth Rollins.
Are they gonna finally take the belt off Lesnar?
Yeah, it's gonna be Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is winning this.
I'm okay with that. Do you think it's gonna be a good match?
Yes, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins match is going to be fucking awesome. Are you kidding me?
Well, I know you are a fan of Lesnar's style.
He's good, but Brock Lesnar is going to throw around Seth Rollins like a rag doll, and then Seth Rollins is just going to, like, at some point he's going to have that burst of energy, and he's flying around all over the place, kneeing you, buckle bombing, and then, like, stomping the shit out of him. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Probably be some time where Rollins is selling a knee injury, because that's his thing.
Yes, he does like to sell his knee a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio has like the opportunity to be like one of the best matches of the night. I think Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins is either going to be right behind it or just like the best match of the night. That like just any match with Brock, like I keep saying this all the time because it's so damn true. I get it. People are tired of Brock Lesnar. I am too. The man holds the company hostage and isn't there every day. I understand every complaint about him. But god damn it, when Brock Lesnar steps in the fucking ring, it is dangerous all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like you are not safe. No one is safe. No one is. And that's the difference. So I'm greatly gonna enjoy that one.
Okay. And that leaves the main event, doesn't it?
Yes. Ronda Rousey, the Raw Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, and Becky Lynch, the not champion. And a winner-takes-all triple threat match for both of the women's titles.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to be rooting for Becky, but I don't trust the company not to pull the rug out from under me.
Imagine Asuka is champion right now, right? Charlotte Flair did nothing to get in this spot. Absolutely nothing. In storyline, she did nothing to get this spot. What did she do? Nothing, right?
Well, I didn't watch that episode because all of a sudden
I didn't see
like, Charlotte's champion.
Well, I didn't see the episode too, but I believe the build to it was that Becky Lynch, because of like her antics and whatnot, got herself kicked out of the match, and so they were like, "All right, we're just gonna put Charlotte in."
Oh, you mean this part? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like just like what has she done to get into
Vince
this?
came out and was like, "We need Charlotte."
Yeah. Whereas like, Asuka's sitting there, the SmackDown Women's Champion, and for no fucking reason, Charlotte just is like Charlotte is just given a match against Asuka.
Yeah.
And then takes the title off of her.
Yeah.
You know what would have made more sense? If you had Charlotte beat Asuka earlier and then have Charlotte make claim to like, well, this title's better, Becky. Are you afraid of me? And then make it a triple threat. But no, they made it a triple threat first, gave Charlotte no reason to be in this match, and now we're even more pissed off at her because she beat Asuka, and now all of a sudden it's a unification match.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the winner takes all the belts.
Well, because here's what's going to happen. They're going to unify the championship. That's what they're going to do. But here's why they're doing it. Because now the women have a tag team championship. Yeah. So you don't want two singles women's titles going around and a tag team championship going around with as thin of a roster.
In that case,
their women's roster is too thin on the
I'd
roster.
rather, like, obviously I would want the women's belt to be like the tag team where you're floating, right?
Yeah.
Actually floating. You can be on either show. I'm also just over the brand split to begin with, but
it was stupid. It was very dumb. At first, I was kind of behind it because I was like, well, if they just play it in a way where SmackDown kind of plays the role of NXT, then it could be fun.
Yeah. It
started like that, and then it just went away.
Yeah. So, are you rooting for Becky as well?
Rooting for Becky. Charlotte's gonna win.
That's kind of how I'm feeling. Or I could see something where like if Becky wins, she pins Charlotte, not Ronda.
They're doing like with Charlotte, it's the opposite of Roman Reigns. Whereas with like Roman Reigns, they're so afraid to pull the trigger in the big moment for him. Whereas with Charlotte, whenever it's the big moment, they're like, "Oh yeah, no, we'll give it to you." Every single time.
Yeah. I'm gonna root for Becky, but Steiner percentages here.
Yeah. Charlotte Flair has an 141 and 3 first chance of winning, so...
Charlotte, this will be my second WrestleMania. Watch Charlotte make me angry again. Alright, so that's WrestleMania.
That's Mania.
I don't know if I'm going to watch it live because...
I know I'm not watching it live because I'm bartending.
Well, you know what night it is tomorrow. I might go drink with people instead of watching.
Oh.
I might just look up results on Twitter and decide if I'm going to watch it the next day.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We'll see you next time.
Hopefully it's good.
I pray for you poor people.